Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Rise of the Empire Territory Battles video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other guides on my SWGOH for Life website, so if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. Now you probably know that Nine Sisters lead was actually fixed, because initially when the territory battle launched it was bugged. You were still able with Jedi Luke lead to reduce the speed of the enemy, whereas Nine Sister lead is supposed to prevent that, and I think about a month ago they fixed it or so, maybe it's been more, I don't know, time flies here in the galaxy when you're having fun, right? Jedi Luke lead then no longer works really well, and then even with Jedi Master Luke sometimes was a struggle. So I was trying out different teams here. Obviously this being Bracca, I need relic 6 or above units, which disqualifies a lot of my Jedi, like there you can see down Old Ben's relic 5, Revan's relic 5 as well. So I didn't have a whole lot of choice, but I did find a team that works really well. You just have to kind of manage the cooldowns of the enemies, and hopefully you should be good to go. So I'll show you this Jedi Master Luke lead team first. And then actually I do have now my Mothma team, all of them at relic 5, and so I just want to show you as well there on Coruscant in sector 1, Mothma team as well, doing easily 2 waves. It does take a while without Omicron on Cassian, so just wanted to try that out and then show you how that team performed. Anyway, let's first kick off with Bracca here in the Jedi mission. So as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of Jedi to choose from, so these are the ones I went with. In terms of the mods, just kind of standard modding for these guys to have max protection kind of on my Luke. General Skywalker I have modded here for offense, not a whole lot of speed. Then Shakti, speed on her, and then Jedi Luke there, speed and critical damage, and finally Yoda, offense and speed. So just how I have modded these guys. I didn't move mods around at all for this particular battle. Alright, let's first kick off. I'm just going to start with Efflux, get some turn meter for the team and also critical damage immunity. And I'm just going to go ahead now, start obviously using Inherited Teachings to get to my ultimate. Let's go ahead and pass it over to Gas, then I can go ahead, stun everybody, and let's go ahead, smash an AoE, get more Inherited Teachings. And this is how actually, in the end, I figured out to manage these guys is with General Skywalker, because anytime he crits during his turn, he will be reducing cooldowns on them. And if they can't use special ability, they will not be calling other guys to assist. Because as you probably know, here in Bracca, things are a little bit tricky, because anytime they use special ability, all their guys are called to assist, and then anytime they deal damage, their damage increases. So if you don't keep them in check, obviously there they can do a lot of damage. So you can see they're just kind of doing basics only. There you go, they got one special ability in there, but otherwise all the other guys had the cooldown wrecked, all thanks to General Skywalker's AoE. And let's go ahead here, heal up our Luke, and we do have these endless ranks, 5 of them, so we have to get through 5 revives. So just go ahead, knock out Stormtrooper over there, Recon Stormtrooper actually. There we go. I'm just checking cooldowns, because obviously there for Stormtrooper and both Purge Troopers you can actually see their cooldowns, whereas for the others you don't. I don't know why. But anyway, both Purge Troopers, they are the most deadly anyway, so it's good that at least on them they included cooldowns. And this is pretty much it, just kind of their increasing cooldowns. Then actually also Master's Luke middle ability as well increases cooldown on one target. But other than that, John Skywalker will be the key here, just especially with his AoE, that he will be able to increase cooldowns. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead, finish off their Stormtrooper, and let's head into wave 2 and face a Nine Sister. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead here, same thing, just start with Efflux, get some turn meter for the team, and then let's go ahead, use Inherited Teachings, get Gas a turn. Unfortunately his AoE was on cooldown, but luckily there I did have a stun with Jedi Luke, so you definitely want to finish off there if you can wave 1 with your special abilities intact, so you can immediately gain control on these guys. Otherwise I'm going to take Nine Sister out first, because she's not an Imperial Trooper, so she doesn't get to revive. So at least you get 1 unit you need to worry about less. There we go, I think a couple of more hits. Finally let's smack an AoE and increase the cooldowns. So as you can see, because we hit that Purge Trooper twice, we increased his cooldowns. I'm just checking everybody got their cooldown wrecked, and as you can see, everybody did. At least here in Wave 2, you can see everybody's cooldowns, which is pretty cool. And other than that, it's business as usual. Obviously, just need to take these guys out one at a time, and then whenever Gas or Luke gets a turn, just click around and see if anybody needs their cooldowns wrecked or not, and you can then go ahead and increase their cooldowns. So then they can't use special abilities, which means they won't be calling other guys to assist. My initial idea was to use Gas's days to stop them from assisting, but here in Wave 2, even when I had him modded for potency, landing any sort of debuffs is very challenging. That's why I decided to, okay, let's try wrecking everybody's cooldowns instead, and we can take a few basics here and there. I mean, Jedi Master Luke is durable enough to do that. We also obviously get some healing there from Shakti or her Meteora if you do have them. But otherwise, there we go. Clean this up very nicely. So this team, I'm so far 3 out of 3 since I switched to these tactics. That's why I decided to do a video, because it seems quite consistent for me. Okay, and as mentioned before, I do have a battle on Coruscant for you, just one of the light side missions, doesn't even matter which one. I'm just going to throw in my Mothma team. This is just your standard Mothma team. I finally got everybody Relic 5. Now, I did not remod, these are just some random average mods I have on these guys, nothing too crazy. I just wanted to see, can I do it without remodding? And yes, I did. I was able to do it. Obviously, having better mods would probably make it better, quicker, maybe, you know, more consistent. But in, you know, still, if you don't have to remod, why would you, right? Anyway, this will take a while, so I'll be speeding up the footage. Now, the key ability actually is here, this one, because you get, well, not in this particular case, but if you do land those debuffs from Kyle, they'll be acting as they will be preventing amongst the other things, most importantly preventing gaining buffs. So it's sort of a buff immunity, if you will, and then the guys can't constantly be gaining this protection up whenever you hit them. The way you get around this protection up until you do get that pseudo buff immunity on them is that you call in your their soldier, and then soldier, whenever he uses basic, he will be dispelling buffs on them. So that's what you gotta do. But anyway, let's just try go after a clone trooper medic first. Obviously, as soon as your democracy ability is used, you should go ahead and use it, just so you can get down at least one of them. There we go. Got 3 of them, and now we after you use democracy 3 times, you gain buff on all your guys. I think it's called Thunderous Applause, and then whenever you use special, you call everybody to assist, and obviously you'll be getting lots of double assists because you're already getting assists from everybody because of Mothma, right? So you go use special assisting, and then everybody assist again. Oh. Anyway, going after a medic first, because obviously he can revive people, so I'm just trying to get him down before he can. There we go, let's see if we can get the debuff on them. Perfect. Is it Force Influence debuff? I can't remember what the debuff is called. But anyway, this debuff that only Kyle dishes out now, he gave it on everybody. This will prevent them from gaining buffs, so you can now quickly finish them off, hopefully. There we go, he brought somebody back, but finished him off. I'm gonna quickly try and take out sharpshooter, got him down. So you can see once you get that buff on them, they do go down quickly. However, I think it's only for 2 turns. So you'll again have to come back around it and hopefully apply it again. Or maybe you can slowly chip away at them, obviously with the help of their basic attack from your soldier that dispels all buffs. So there we go, we just got 1 more down to go. Come on, Commander, go down. There we go. Almost got him. Almost got him. There we go. Perfect. Down he goes. Let's head into the second wave. So it's going to be similar strategy here. Just going to try and land that debuff on them if I can with Kyle. And then hopefully we can get these guys down first. So I'm going after medic first, as always. Just try to get him down if you can, so you stop revives. There are actually 2 medics in this one. And obviously keep an eye out there on the democracy charge. Whenever it is available, you should just go ahead and use it straight away. Okay, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Let's go ahead, get those stuff going. Unfortunately, everybody resisted it apart from their sharpshooter. Now I did lose Kara there, obviously brought her back. Their revive from Mothma coming in clutch. Took out 1 medic, going after second medic. There we go. Now that you do have again Thunderous Applause buff on you, you know, getting lots of assists. So I'm just taking out both medics, Sharp Trooper, going after Clone Trooper next, and now just finishing off hopefully Commander here, because the other guy is very durable. There we go, landed the debuff on him. Perfect, finished him off, but obviously the leader will stand to the end, so you have to defeat the other guys first. And that's it, guys. So one Mothma worked really well. I didn't know what to expect. I just went in with the mods I had on. Probably even misplayed it a couple of times because I was doing this for the first time, but definitely making use of that debuff that Kyle applies is going to be huge to stop there from gaining protection up. And then hopefully that should be that. So if you do want to use one Mothma here at Relic 5 in Coruscant on Sector 1, you don't even have to apply Omicron on Kyle. I'm not sure about then sectors going upwards, but I'm not pushing my one Mothma team to Relic 6 and 7 anytime soon. But at least to Relic 5 that, you know, I could try them out and see how it goes. So hopefully you find this video useful and helpful. As always, let me know in the comments below or my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the energy be with you, my friends.